Family scorn cuts deep. They mocked my poverty at dinner. Waiter said, "Welcome back, owner." Their sneers fueled my fight. I'm Dara, 29, from Texas, and in 2024, I flipped their world owning Maison. This revenge story of family betrayal and courtroom justice hits hard. Scorn don't just sting, it slashes, carving wounds that fuel a quiet fire. I'm Dara Mitchell, 29, standing outside Maison's glass doors in Dallas, June 2024, my black silk dress clinging to my skin, its hem grazing my knees, the clutch in my hand, leather tight, heavy with a secret, pinching my palm. My family's inside, gathered for Sister Heather's engagement, their first sight of me in 5 years, ready to sneer at my failed chef life. Their smug glares, Margaret's pearl clutch, Richard's whiskey squint, await, blind to the truth. I own this joint. Every chandelier, every plate, my empire. Their sneers lit my fire. I mutter, heart pounding. The door's brass handles cool under my fingers, my gut twisting like dough left too long. Growing up in Greenwich, Connecticut, the Mitchells weren't just rich, they were a dynasty. Margaret and Richard's colonial mansion hosted galas, polished floors gleaming under chandeliers, Mom parading us kids like trophies, her pride tied to our fit and her mold. The Mitchell children are destined, she'd coo at garden parties, Dad nodding, glass in hand. Heather for Yale Law, Ethan for Wall Street. Me, the middle kid? Her smile faltered, lips tight. Dara's creative. Why trash my empire? I breathe, throat raw, the clutch's leather creaking. Fury sparking as I recall their family financial abuse. Cutting me off for chasing culinary school, demanding I play their game. By 13, I found my soul in Elena's kitchen, our Greek housekeeper's flour-dusted hands guiding mine. Her warm, "You got heart, Dara," as we kneaded bread, its yeasty tang wrapping me. By 16, I ran secret dinner parties when Mom and Dad jetted off, my recipes alive, my haven born. Dad's growl, "Servants cook," shut me down when I dared mention culinary school, pushing me to Dartmouth, their alma mater, where I played along. My dorm's linoleum gritty, sneaking food science classes, running underground supper clubs, sauce-stained hands, funding chef gigs, my MBA a cage I loathed. Flashback to 2019. I am 24, standing on their living room's plush rug, sneakers sinking, dropping my MBA for culinary school. Mom's pearls quivered. No money, no support. Heather's laugh sliced. Minimum wage, chef? Good luck. Ethan's silence stung. There cut off a gut punch, my suitcase's zipper rasping. $2,000 in savings, my lifeline. Elena's, "You're enough," her calloused hand pressing a recipe card, olive oil scent lingering, was my only anchor as I boarded a bus, its vinyl seat cracking under me. 5 years of grind, 18-hour shifts, blisters scarring my palms, loans piling, a Queen's apartment's linoleum gritty, forged me. Under Chef Laurent's wing, my knife's rhythm sang, Maison rose, my chef's whites crisp, my name on the deed a secret I guarded. Tonight, they dine in my kingdom, clueless of my food and wine cover, their poor Dara narrative a lie they'll choke on. I push the door, glass cool, saffron scent hitting, my heels clicking on oak, Celeste's nod warming me, Marcus's glance, not yet, steadying my pulse. They sit center stage, Margaret's Chanel gleaming, Richard's whiskey glass sweating, Heather's Gucci shimmering, Bradley's watch flashing, Ethan and Allison's suits sharp, a portrait of wealth trashing my dishes, my life, unaware I own the table, the wine, the legacy. My clutch bites, my resolve, steel, their scorn, a spark I'll ignite. I ain't their failure. I'm Dara Mitchell, chef, owner, my revenge story. A blaze they'll feel. Not rage, but courtroom justice. Their sneers a stage I'll torch with boundaries carved tight. Maison's pulse thumps, my heart iron. Their waitress jabs will crumble. Their manipulative parents, undone by my empire. A tide they'll drown in. A legacy I'll forge with Elena's heart, my crew's pride. This ain't a reunion. It's my reckoning. Their scorn a fuse I'll light into a fire they'll never outrun. Scorn doesn't just bite, it burrows, twisting pride into a smoldering rage. I'm Dara Mitchell, 29, seated at Maison's center table in Dallas, June 2024. My black silk dress damp with tension, its fabric clinging to my thighs, the clutch in my lap, leather taut, heavy with secrets, pinching my fingers. My family's eyes rake me, their champagne flutes glinting under the chandelier's glow, Margaret Chanel shimmering, her manicured nails tapping her glass, Richard's whiskey tumbler sweating, Heather's Gucci dress rustling, Bradley's watch flashing, Ethan and Allison's suits crisp. Their smirks and sidelong glances mock my food service life. Clueless, I own the plates they're sipping from, the empire they're trashing. Family isn't blood, it's respect. I murmur, heart hammering, the flute's chilled crystal numbing my fingers, saffron and herb scents swirling. My crew, Celeste, Marcus, Jose, gliding with discreet nods, steadying me. Heather leans in, her earrings catching light, her voice syrupy. Still slinging plates, Dara. Her smirk widens, a staged jab, her flute tilting as she scans my dress. Diane von Furstenberg, understated fire. Bradley's brow arches. Line cook, right? His watch glinting, echoing Margaret's old scans, her silk gloves brushing my cheek, dismissing my kitchen dreams as servant's work. Why mock my empire? I choke, throat raw, the table's oak grain rough under my nails, their family financial abuse. Cutting me off, demanding Dartmouth's polish, my $2,000 savings my lifeline. A scar ripping open. I played their game, Dartmouth's linoleum gritty under my sneakers, sneaking supper clubs, hands sticky with reduction, funding chef workshops, my MBA a straitjacket. Until Chef Laurence, you're wasting your soul, broke it. His card's embossed edge, my ticket to freedom. My blisters from 18-hour shifts, my badge. I'm in food, I say, voice steady, sipping champagne. Its bubbles sharp. Heather snorts, her flute waving. Hostessing, handing out menus? Her laugh cutting, eyes glinting cruel. Margaret's pearls quiver, her purse snapping shut. We're glad you're scraping by, dear, her tone dripping pity, implying I'm trash. Richard grunts. Gotta start somewhere. His glass clinking, a pat on the head, Ethan's glance dodging, Allison's smile strained, their scorn piling, Heather's staged giggle, Margaret's lidded stare, Bradley's watch tick, each a calculated wound. The amuse-bouche arrives, my creation. A watermelon sphere, black garlic's umami snap, microgreens I sourced. Vanessa pushes hers aside. Too fancy. Her fork's tines glinting, greens wilting. Margaret nibbles. Too delicate. Her calorie-conscious bite, a jab. Richard swallows whole, no pause. Bradley mangles his kinda amateur, his nonsense terms a sneer. Ethan's nice flat. Allison's nods stiff. The napkins weave, scratching my wrists. My pulse spikes, the flute's chill biting, fury coiling like dough under my knuckles. Elena's memory, my mother figure, surges, her flour-dusted hands guiding mine, her, you got heart, Dara, warm as her olive oil-scented apron. Her recipe card's worn edges tucked in my soul, her, you're enough, a lifeline through 5 years of burns, loans, Maison's birth, my chef's whites, my armor. I sip champagne, its tang centering, Marcus's glance. Ready? A spark, my resolve hardening for part 3's reckoning, where tears, not pain but truth, will spill. I ain't their failure. I'm Dara Mitchell, chef, owner, my revenge story. A blaze they'll choke on, not rage but courtroom justice. Their scorn a stage I'll torch with boundaries carved tight. Maison's hum wraps me, heart iron. Their waitress sneers will crumble. Their manipulative parents, undone by my empire, a tide they'll drown in. A legacy I'll forge with Elena's soul, my crew's grit. This ain't a dinner. It's my battlefield. Their scorn a fuse I'll light into a fire they'll never outrun. Scorn don't just simmer, it seethes. boiling pride into a storm of silent fury. I'm Dara Mitchell, 29, gripping the napkin at Maison's center table in Dallas, June 2024. Its starched weave biting my palms, my black silk dress sticking to my ribs, the clutch in my lap. Leather taut, a hidden blade pinching my fingers. My family's glares burn, champagne flutes glinting under the chandelier's glare. Margaret's Chanel shimmering, her nails tapping her glass. Richard's whiskey tumbler sweating. Heather's Gucci rustling. Bradley's watch flashing. Ethan and Allison's suits crisp. Their sneers. Heather's flute wave. Margaret's lidded stare. Trash my food service life. Blind to my ownership of this table, these plates, this empire. Boundaries ain't shame, they're power, I whisper, pulse thundering, the flute's crystal numbing my grip, saffron scent swirling, fury coiling as Heather leans in, earrings glinting, her voice dripping. Still hustling for tips, Dara? Her smirk widens, flute tilting, a jab at my dress, Diane von Furstenberg, quiet fire. Bradley's brow arches. Undercooked, this dish? His fork mangling my amuse-bouche, a watermelon sphere I crafted. His nonsense critique, a sneer. Margaret nibbles hers, lips pursed. Too delicate. Her calorie-conscious bite, a dig. Richard swallows whole. Ethan's nice, hollow. Allison's nod stiff. Their scorn piling. Heather's staged laugh. Bradley's watch tick. Ethan's dodged glance. Each a wound. My family financial abuse, scar splitting. They're cut off a noose, I'll slip. Why mock my soul? I rasp, throat raw, the table's oak grain splintering under my nails, their betrayal. Shunning me for culinary school, demanding Dartmouth's polish. A blade twisting. I played their game, dorm linoleum, gritty, sneaking supper clubs, hands sticky with sauce. My MBA, a cage until Laurent's, you're wasting your soul, freed me, his cards edge my lifeline, blisters from 18-hour shifts my badge. The first course lands. Heirloom tomatoes, house-made ricotta, basil oil, my months of perfection. Heather pushes hers aside. Too acidic. Her fork's tines glinting, tomatoes untouched. Margaret dabs her lips. Overrated. Her scarf slipping, a barb. Richard grumbles. Overpriced. Bradley mangles his. Needs salt. Ethan's interesting flat. Allison's nod strained. The napkins weave shredding in my fists. My pulse hammers. Champagne's bubbles biting. Their scorn a fire I stoke. The second course. Seared scallops. Brown butter emulsion. Pickled ramps. Hits. My artistry golden. Bradley cuts in. Raw! His fork butchering the medium rare perfection. Send it back! His bellow loud, Jessica's tray trembling as she nods. Her loyalty to my craft a silent vow. Margaret sighs. Portions are tiny, her pearls quivering. Richard grunts. Fancy nonsense, Heather smirks. Still playing chef? Her earrings flashing, Ethan's fine, a shrug. Allison's fork hesitating, their scorn a chokehold. Tears prick, not pain but justice rising, hot and fierce, my clutches leather biting, my breath hitching. What do you do, Dara? Allison ventures, her smile tight. But Heather cuts in. Hostessing, right? Menus and smiles? Her laugh sharp, Margaret's nod pitying. We're here if you struggle. Richard's start somewhere a pat, their jabs. Heather's flute tilt, Bradley's dish shove, Mom's scarf flick, a noose tightening. Elena's memory, my mother figure, floods in, her flour-dusted hands steadying mine, her, you got heart, Dara, warm as her apron's olive oil scent, her, you're enough, a beacon through 5 years of burns, loans, Maison's rise, my chef's whites, my armor. I dab my eyes, napkins weave scraping, Marcus's glance, Ms. Dara, unheard, a spark for part 4's reckoning, where my truth will torch their lies. I ain't their failure. I'm Dara Mitchell, chef, owner, my revenge story, a blaze they'll choke on, not rage, but courtroom justice. Their scorn, a stage I'll shatter with boundaries forged tight. Maison's pulse roars, heart iron. Their waitress, sneers, will crumble. Their manipulative parents, undone by my empire. A tide they'll drown in. A legacy I'll forge with Elena's soul. My crew's grit. This ain't a meal. It's my war zone. Their scorn a fuse I'll light into a fire they'll never outrun. Truth don't whisper. It roars, torching lies with a cold, unshakable blaze. I'm Dara Mitchell, 29, clutching my napkin at Maison's center table in Dallas, June 2024. Its starched weave shredding in my fists, my black silk dress slick with sweat, sticking to my ribs, the clutch in my lap. Leather taut, a loaded gun, biting my fingers. My family's glares sear, champagne flutes glinting under the chandelier's sting. Margaret's Chanel shimmering, her nails clawing her pearls. Richard's whiskey tumbler sweating. Heather's Gucci rustling. Bradley's watch flashing. Ethan and Allison's suits crisp. Their scorn. Heather's flute tilt. Bradley's dish shove. Margaret's lidded stare. Trashes my waitress life. Blind to my ownership of this table, these plates, this empire. Justice isn't revenge, it's truth, I murmur, pulse hammering. The flute's crystal numbing my grip. Saffron scents choking, fury blazing as Heather leans in, earrings flashing, her voice venom. How you footing this bill, Dara? Her smirk widens, flute waving, a jab at my dress. Diane von Furstenberg, quiet steel. Bradley's brow arches. Credit card debt? His watch ticking. A sneer echoing Margaret's scraping by pity. Richard's start somewhere pat. Their family financial abuse. Cutting me off, demanding Dartmouth's polish. A noose tightening. Why mock my soul? I choke, throat raw, the table's oak grain splintering under my nails, their betrayal. Shunning me for culinary school, demanding their legacy. A blade gutting me. The bill lands, Marcus gliding in, black leather folder heavy, Bradley snatching it, his smirk faltering, eyes bugging at the $3,000 tab, wines, my $800 Bordeaux, off-menu demands. His black card hesitating, fingers twitching, the folder's leather creaking. Mistake, he barks, just drinks, no food. Marcus pauses, eyes locking mine, questioning, my nod slight. Heart pounding, the moment I've dreaded and craved colliding. Drama crackling like a live wire. No mistake, sir, Marcus says, smooth as silk, a smile breaking. Dinner's on the house. Richard's tumbler clinks. By who? Marcus turns to me, warmth flooding his eyes. Welcome back, Ms. Dara. Your usual table's ready. Chef Miranda needs you on the spring menu. Silence slams down. 6 pairs of eyes. Margaret's shocked. Richard's calculating, Heather's disbelieving, Bradley's slack-jawed, Ethan's stunned, Allison's wide, pinning me, the chandelier's glare blinding, my clutch's leather biting, tears spilling, not pain, but truth blazing fierce. Welcome to Maison, I say, voice iron, rising, silk dress rustling. My restaurant, executive chef, sole owner. Heather's flute shatters, champagne pooling. Her no way, a gasp, earrings dull. Margaret's pearls choke her. Your place? Her Chanel creased, voice quaking. Richard's jaw locks. You own this? His tumbler trembling. Ethan's how? Soft. Allison's fork clattering. Bradley's card frozen. But food service. His watch's tick deafening. Their world crumbling. My crew, Jessica's nod, Jose's grin, a wall around me. You sneered at my dishes, I say, voice slicing. The room's hum dead. Trashed my wine, my life called me broke. I built this. 3 million, loans, blisters, no help from you. My fingers graze the clutch, leather grounding, Elena's voice, my mother figure, echoing. You got heart, her flour-dusted apron's warmth, her recipe card's worn edges in my soul, guiding me through 5 years of burns, 18-hour shifts, Maison's rise, my chef's whites, my armor. Why hide it? Margaret stammers, scarf falling, eyes darting. Richard's business sense acclaim. Heather's "you let us humiliate you." Sharp. Bradley's expansion plans, a pivot. Ethan's incredible quiet. Allison's silence odd. Their regret, if real. A shadow I don't buy. I wanted your truth, I say, tears hot, justice roaring, clutch steady. You showed it. Servant's work, minimum wage, failure. You cut me off, stole my savings, demanded your mold. I forged mine. The folder's leather creaks as I push it back. Dinner's my gift. Don't choke on it. Food and Wine's cover flashes in my mind. My 4-star reviews, my empire's pulse, their scorn. Heather's flute wave, Bradley's dish jab, Mom's pearl clutch. A stage I've burned. Elena's "You're Enough" hums. Her knife's rhythm in my veins. A bridge to part 5's healing. My boundaries steel. Their humiliation ash under my boots. I ain't their failure. I'm Dara Mitchell, chef, owner, my revenge story, a blaze they'll choke on, not rage, but what courtroom justice. Their scorn dust, setting boundaries. My fortress, a tide they'll drown in, a legacy I'll forge with Elena's heart, my crew's grit. Healing don't erase scars, it rebuilds, forging steel from betrayal's bitter ashes. I'm Dara Mitchell, 29, striding through Maison's humming kitchen in Dallas. March 2025, my chef's whites crisp, sweat beading my brow. The stainless counter cool under my palms, fingers slick with olive oil, its earthy tang mixing with sizzling herbs. My clutch, leather scuffed, once heavy with secrets, sits in my office. That June 2024 dinner's sting fading. Heather's flute shatter, Margaret's pearl choke, Bradley's slack jaw, Richard's trembling tumbler. Marcus's welcome back owner burned their lies. My justice tears dried. Their scorn now dust under my boots. Healing isn't forgetting, it's choosing me. I murmur, heart steady, the knife's rhythm sharp, slicing ramps, their bite grounding me. Margaret and Richard's Arlington rental sags, their colonial foreclosed, their calls, Dara were proud, shaky, no remorse, just need ignored. My phone's glass cold. Heather's regret creeps, her texts, I messed up, raw, her Gucci swap for jeans at our brunch, eyes dodging mine. But trusts the blade I wield, their family financial abuse, cutting me off, demanding Dartmouth's mold, a debt they'll never square. Why'd they scorn my soul? I breathe. Counter's edge digging my wrists. Their waitress sneers, fueling my rise. Maison's Food and Wine cover. 4-star reviews. My not cookbook deal. A crown they can't touch. I host my first mentorship session in Maison's lounge. Elena's "You Got Heart" guiding. Her olive oil scented aprons, warmth echoing. Her "You're Enough" a beacon. 8 young chefs, hands calloused, clutch knives, aprons stiff, sharing tales of doubt, voices cracking, the oak table scarred under their elbows. Zoe, 19, a prep cook, stammers, "My folks said cooking's a dead end, kicked me out." I slide her a plate, my scallop dish, brown butter warm, voice firm, "Your fire's enough, Zoe." Zoe's grin, knife steady, her apprenticeship, my offer, sparks her. Her "You changed me, Dara," stitching my scars. Maison, a haven. Its oak floors gleaming, a stage for grit. Seating retreats I'll launch, scholarships for dreamers like her. Elena's "You're Enough" hums, her legacy in my mentorship. A bridge to healing. My crew, Jessica's nod, Marcus's wink, Jose's grin. My family, their pride louder than Margaret's pearls. Dallas elites, Anderson, Blackwoods, toast my empire at Gallus. Their leases, loans mine, chanting "Game changer." Their past scorn buried, my truth turning victim to advocate. Heather visits, jeans flower dusted, shadowing Zoe. Her "I'm sorry" soft, eyes wet, Ethan joining. Suit swapped for a sweater. Swapping knife tips with Zoe, their bond fragile. Margaret's call, "Brunch again?" Quivering, Richard's silence heavy, drama simmering. Their humbled eyes at my gala, my shield, boundaries steel. Flashback to 2018, my hands shake, wiring $3,000 for Heather's law school. Margaret's family first hollow. Richard's nod complicit, my sacrifice unseen. Now, their cage is dust, my tears, blazed for justice at that dinner. Dry, my heart forging healing through Zoe, Elena, Maison, a legacy stronger than their colonial shine. My cookbook's pages stack, recipes scrawled, ink smudging my fingers, Maison thriving, a second spot brewing, my life a canvas I paint. Living well, my anthem. Elena's apron, imagined, wraps me, her "you got heart," fueling retreats, a beacon for the scorned, a triumph Margaret can't claim. I ain't their failure. I'm Dara Mitchell, chef, advocate, my truth a blade, their scorn buried, a revenge story, of justice and healing, not rage, my boundaries a fortress, a tide lifting others as I soar. Freedom ain't gifted, it's forged, rising from scorn's ashes with unyielding grit. I am Dara Mitchell, 29, gripping Maison's balcony railing in Dallas, June 2025. My chef's whites folded, cedar wood warm under my palms, sweat cooling my brow, the city's pulse humming below. My clutch, leather scuffed, once heavy with secrets, rests in my office. That June 2024 dinner's sting gone. Heather's flute crash, Margaret's pearl choke, Bradley's slack jaw, Richard's tumbler shake. Marcus's welcome back owner torched their lies, my justice tears dry, their scorn dust under my boots. You're not alone, speak out, choose justice, I whisper, heart free, railings iron cool against my wrists, Maison's herb scent drifting, my knife's rhythm carved in my bones. Margaret and Richard's Arlington rental creaks, their colonial lost, their calls, Dara family, empty, ignored, my phone's glass cold. Heather's remorse wavers, her texts, can we rebuild? Shaky, jeans flour dusted at brunch, eyes dodging, trust a blade I hold, her regret a flicker stirring. Dallas Gala whispers, real or fake? Margaret's brunch invite, Sunday? Quivers, Richard's silence heavy, drama lingering, their humbled eyes my shield, boundaries steel. Elena, my mother figure, guides me, her flour-dusted apron's warmth echoing, her "you got heart" fueling my mentorship group. Zoe, my apprentice, shines, her knife-slicing ramps, her "you changed me" mending my scars. Maison, a sanctuary, its oak floors gleaming, retreats planned, scholarships for dreamers like her, my cookbook's ink smudging my fingers, a legacy Margaret can't touch. Ethan visits, sweater loose, teaching Zoe knife tricks, his "I was wrong" soft, Heather's Rolex pawned, their bond fragile, drama simmering, my boundaries unyielding. Dallas elites, Anderson, Blackwoods, raise glasses at galas, their loans mine, chanting, trailblazer, my truth turning, victim to advocate. Heather's call, I'm sorry, Dara, cracks, her remorse a question mark, but Zoe's grin, her badge gleaming, is my answer, my empire soaring. A second spot, riding living well, my anthem. Flashback to 2017. My hands tremble, wiring $4,000 for Richard's club dues. Margaret's family first hollow, Heather's silence complicit, my sacrifice unseen. Now their cage is dust, my heart free, forging healing through Zoe, Elena, Maison, a community stronger than their lies. Elena's "you're enough" hums, her nod my vow, my retreat's a lighthouse for the scorned. My truth? A blade, their scorn buried, a revenge story of justice and healing, not rage. I grip the railing, Dallas's skyline blazing, my resolve iron. Setting boundaries is my freedom. Their waitress, sneers drowned, a legacy of chosen bonds I've carved. Has family scorn crushed you? How'd you set boundaries to thrive? Share below, subscribe for more Reddit stories. You're not alone. Speak out, choose justice for yourself.